How's it going, guys? Today is day 8 and we are back at my house. Yeah, we won't be doing day 8 today because we got the O'Keefe tournament. So golf course all booked up probably till at least supper time. Not too sure if I'll get out. So today I thought we'd just do like a little what's in the bag kind of thing. And yeah, we'll get back on day 9 and we'll do 7, 8, and 9. Let's go get it. Yeah, before we do the what's in the bag, I just want to show you a little something. How do you flip this around? Come on. Oh, you won't let me flip. Okay. Well, I'll just finish my garden the other day. This little pathway wasn't complete, and then there was just like rocks and stuff like right here. So it looked really messy. And then when I cut the grass, like there was mulch and stuff, and like it just started getting really messy. So I was happy to get that all cleaned up. Yeah, so I would flip you guys around, but I'll just go like this, I guess. Let's start with the shoes. FootJoy, BOA. These are my go-to shoes. As you can see, they're pretty dirty, but I'm done with laces. We got just the regular bathroom towel for sweat, whatever. We got the Frogger. What's cool about the Frogger is you can get them wet inside and they'll stay dry outside. We got FootJoy golf glove. You probably never see a different golf glove on me. Little side pocket here, and a TaylorMade bag. We got some Spitz sunflower seeds. So all throughout the year, the guys I've been golfing with, there's somebody at Woodlands that just goes ham on these things, and I swear to God, he waits till he gets to the green and then spits out all his goddamn seeds all over the green. Like, no, bro. No. Stop it. Stop it. If you see this video, fucking stop it. Pardon my language. So yeah, so I got these to bust those out when I was with Ryan and Dan, because they want to kill this guy more than I do. So I was gonna wait till I get to the green and pop about a mouthful of these the next time that I play with Ryan and Dan. We got, this is a water bottle stashed in here. We got our little water bottle sleeve right here. It's not insulated, so kind of sucks. Over to the other side here, got our brush. We got our rangefinder. I can literally not play around without this. I need a number. I don't care if it's 40 yards, 30 yards, 180 yards. I need a number, because for each club, I probably have about 3 or 4 distances that I can hit with varying, you know, like pocket to pocket, armpit to armpit, yeah, just stuff like that. I'm not going to give away all my secrets, but yeah, it's good to have 2, even 3 different yardages that you can hit with every club, because the trajectory, right? You might be under a tree, you might be behind trees. It's good to have those shots in your bag. We have a little dry pocket in here, valuables and stuff. Got a Woodlands card. And this one here, I like to stash all my water bottles. This will probably have like 6, and then I have like a little ice pack that I put in there. Yeah, so usually I used to put my shoes in there, but water is more important. We go to this pocket over here. We got our teas. We got some gum. All our teas. I found this Milwaukee tea on the course. I didn't know Milwaukee was into teas, but I guess. So I guess they're gonna start making golf clubs and golf balls next. Hey, the tradesmen, they'll go nuts. In here we got our wrench, our golf balls, mostly Pro V ones, and then golf balls that I find. These Vice balls are really good for like my swing speed. I really like them. They're a nice alternative to a Pro V. You can hardly tell the difference. And these TaylorMade Speed Softs, I really like those too. However, I don't like this little paint design. Nah, you need a new design. Great golf ball, need a new design, guys. And then I found a Kirky yesterday. We save our Kirkys for Dan, because Dan's one of the only guys at Woodlands that plays the Kirkys. So if we find a Kirky, pretty much every member there at Woodlands, they give all their Kirkys to Dan. It's hilarious. Sometimes you find one with a DB on it. That's Dan Bordeaux's. So you just give it back to the guy. Buddy Jordan, he bought a sleeve of these Wilson Duo Softs. I really like this alignment line. Sick. Haven't tried it yet, but maybe on day 9 we'll give it a go. We got to play 7, 8, and 9, so we'll try that out probably. Moving on, we got let's start with the big dog, I guess. We have TaylorMade R1. This driver is like 10 years old. So, I mean, is a new $800 driver really worth it? You tell me. Let's take a look. It's 10 years old. First of all, I'll show you the butte. Look at those sky marks. You can be proud of those. What's cool about this driver is that you can change the face angle, so you can open or close the face without changing the loft. So we can go all the way from 10.5 all the way to 10.5 upright, and we have a couple of like 9.5 upright settings, and then all the way down to 8 degrees. Plus we have the movable weight. I have the 10 gram weight in the heel because I fade the ball. That's my miss. And then we have the 1 gram weight in the toe. So having the lighter weight in the toe allows you to close the face on the downswing. You hit those boomerang slices because you're either coming over the top and then you come through way open, you know, which I know some guys, they just play like that. So, I mean, am I going to upgrade to a new driver? Maybe not for a couple of years. That's actually kind of funny. I was playing with Scott the other day, and I hit a drive on 5, and he said, "Bro, your driver broken?" It's like, that sounded weird. And I was just like, I don't know, I'll take a closer look when I get to the next hole. And then, so I pulled it out of the bag, saw number 6, and pulled it out of the bag. That's the par 5 we just played yesterday. And took a look at the face. Well, no, I don't see any cracks or anything that looks abnormal. It's not dented or caved in, or the face isn't separating or anything. Like, I don't swing at 135 miles an hour, so I don't think I have to worry about that. And I stepped up on number 6. And I took a look at it, and so I looked over at Scott, and I was like, no, still the same shitty driver I've been playing for the last 10 years, Scott. And I piped it. It just nuked her down there. It was kind of hilarious. Next we got our 3-wood rocket balls. If you know, you know. And you're probably, if you're gaming this club still, you're probably never getting rid of it. Like, this thing hits like a tank, and they don't make it anymore. So, a little story about this guy has a Project X Stiff Flex 6.0. This shaft was out of my buddy Josh's Nike driver, and he's right-handed, and I always told him that I was like, dude, like, if you ever get rid of that driver, like, I want the shaft out of it, right? And he's like, why? And I was like, because the shafts are sick. And one day he had a little temper tantrum on the golf course after he hit a bad drive, and he did one of these right off the ground, and his head went flying, and you could tell like the dude was probably almost in tears. And I mean, I've been there. Like, I've broken clubs before. I think one time I took my hybrid and I just tomahawked it into my bag, and I literally broke my hybrid and another 3 clubs I think I broke because I tomahawked it. I was so mad. And you know, what did that get me? Like, clubs are expensive, so sometimes you learn the hard way. Like, golf is hard, and you just gotta take your licks and keep moving. It really says something about your character, how you progress through 18 holes. It's a pretty amazing sport. So anyways, yeah, I got this shaft cut down and tipped. I threw it in my rocket balls, and what that did was it moved the kick point really, really low in the shaft. So that's kind of like what makes this thing hit like a tank. It's really great off the tee because it's probably only 10 yards, 15 yards behind my driver. It was a hell of a lot more accurate. The only thing that I don't like about this 3-wood is the depth of the face. The angle and the depth of the face being a lot taller and a lot flatter, it makes this club hard to hit off of the fairway, which I don't like. So I think my next purchase, like next year, is going to be to get a 5-wood. I don't have a 5-wood right now. I used to, and I hit the 5-wood just as good as I hit my hybrid. You guys have seen it online. This hybrid here is an old TaylorMade R7 Rescue. It's actually like a 3-iron, and this club is probably the most versatile club in my bag. I can hit anywhere from, so I'll just try to show you. Right, normally you're down here, right? So down here, right, we choke up and we're almost at the shaft with our bottom hand. That's about 175 yards. And then I can hit any shot between 175 and about 210, 215 with this club. Just depends. If it's around 200, I like to just kind of grip it normal and hit a fade. And then I'll just hit a fade, try to hit a fade into that green. And then if it's, 210, 215, I'll swing a little harder. Guys that play with me, they're probably laughing their ass off right now because I don't swing hard. Like, my full swing is 3/4. I don't hit anything, any club, even driver. And I'll even choke up on driver. Because you don't need a mini driver to find the fairway. You just choke up. So yeah, this club probably staying in my bag. Been in my bag as long as my 3-wood. On that, this thing's money. It's money. Moving on down the line, we have TaylorMade R9 TP irons. We have 3 all the way down to pitching wedge. Took the 4-iron out of the bag for the hybrid. And what's great about these is they're 15 years old. And I've shot par with them. So, I mean, what I liked about them is, actually some YouTubers even say that these R9 TPs, there was a limited edition set that they brought out with, I think it's like 1.5 degrees weak. So it's a little, pretty much Tiger Woods spec, right? It was where he had all his clubs in his prime, like a 34 degree 7-iron, for example, which is actually what this set has. They changed some of the lofts, but they didn't change anything else. Yeah, and some guys even say, like, this is the best set that TaylorMade has ever made. And the reason for that is it's one set, but it's actually a blended set. So the 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it stops at the 5. So the 3, 4, 5 are like this, which is like game improvement, right? And then after you get, so like you want forgiveness in your 3, 4, 5, right? 5-iron, same thing. Look at that, the TP is worn off of this thing. Still a great club. Then you come down to the 6, and it actually switches to, see that narrow cavity right there? So it switches from game improvement to cavity backs, and the lower you go, the deeper the cavity. So here's my 9-iron. Right, you can see that's quite a bit more cavity, like a split cavity, I guess they would call it. And for those probably curious, want to know, where's Blake hit it all the time? Well, right there. So a little toey off of center. That's my sweet spot. Yeah. So we have the TaylorMade blended set, and then down to the wedges we have our 48 degrees. So I took the stock pitching wedge out for this Vokey 48 degree, and it's like a blade. The feel is why I did it, and maneuverability. It's a lot easier to hit a draw or a fade or a straight shot with this club than it is my stock pitching wedge. So we made the switch to 4 wedges. We're rocking the 48 degree Vokey, 6 degree of bounce, and it's the spin milled, so it's one of the first gen. And yeah, it might be time for a new wedge though. This one's getting a little worked, but I love it. Then we're gonna move on to 4 wedges, 4 different brands of wedges. I'm really not loyal to anyone. I find something that works and stick with it. This is 52 degree, and this is my tribute to the goat. This was one of the first clubs that came out, and then with the finish. So this is designed to like rust over time. And when I got it, like I wasn't as good as I am now, and I was just crazy about spin. I was like, I want to spin them back off the green, like 10 feet. And this has the old square grooves, and it was the rust factor. I was like, oh, more rust, more spin. I was freaking out, but I don't get rid of it because I don't want to spend $200 on a 52 degree when this one, it works just fine. The first thing I did when I bought it is I took it home and I put it in Coca-Cola, and I let it sit in a pool of Coca-Cola for like 24 hours, and then it takes the finish off of it, and then I left it outside for like a week trying to get all the rust on it that I can. And actually I like the look of rusty wedges. I think it's cool. And moving down to the 56 degree, this is an old TaylorMade TP. Got it when I got my irons. And what was cool about these wedges at the time is you just take your little wrench and you pop those screws out, and then it has a new face insert. You can slightly see the bottom of the, like that face will pop out, and I can just swap in fresh grooves. Oh, look at that nasty toe mark from the other day. Guys, I'm surprised I even hit that ball at all. Like, you can still see I didn't even get any of the grooves. And then our 60 degree is, there's probably not even a better wedge on the market than the Cleveland RTXs. If I do upgrade my wedges, I'm just gonna go blacked out RTXs all across the board. But for now, that's probably one of the second most versatile club in my bag is the 60. Can flop it like Phil if I have to. I can bend it like Bubba if I have to. It's just great. Actually, that's kind of like, I guess what I say in my game is model after, like, I grew up watching Phil Mickelson and kind of idolizing his wedge game. So I used to walk around the farm and I used to drop a ball underneath the hugest tree that I could find and try to flop it over like this 100-foot tree from 5 feet back, right? And then eventually I did it. So then I would walk up and I'd put the ball even closer to make it even harder after I did it. And it takes a lot of practice, a lot of time. And I guess I'm just trying to show you what's in my bag, because you don't need a lot of money. Once you have the footprint, like, you don't need to buy new clubs every year, every 2 years. Especially like irons is like $2,000 for a new set of irons now. Like, please. When I got my irons, they were, I think, $1,000 or $1,100 for the whole set, and that was about 10 years ago. So that was pricey, but I told myself I wanted to get 10 years out of them, and it was about $100 a year, and then that would justify the purchase. And still gaming them 15 years later. Although I have been drooling over the new Mizuno irons. Yeah. I think I need some Japanese forged in my life. Okay, putter. Mizuno M-Craft center shaft face balance. So there's toe hang on the blades, right? And you got like the 4 o'clock or the 5 o'clock or the 6 o'clock toe hang. And Tiger, I think, actually has the 4 o'clock toe hang. And I used to game with Scotty Cameron, Newport. Gamed it probably 10 years. And just wanted to switch to a mallet. Phil Mickelson uses a mallet. And I wanted a little more forgiveness. And what's nice about this one is it has adjustable weights. So I can put 3 grams, 8 grams, or 13 grams in the head. And what that does is it just lets me play at Woodlands. The greens are quite a bit slower. They don't cut them or roll them. They don't cut them as short or roll them as much as other courses. So Woodlands greens is considered pretty slow. So I have the 8 gram weights in there. And I tried the 13 grams at first, but it was just a tank, and I didn't want that. You want a lot more feel when you're putting. And so I went with the 8 grams at Woodlands. And when I go to like Tarandawa or Black Horse or even Bayfield, Seaforth, the White Squirrel in Zurich, I'll throw the 3 gram weights in there because I know those greens are much faster, and I don't have to change my stroke, right? So you get used to pulling it back so far and hitting it like this, and then that's good for 6 feet, right? Well, if you just change the weight of your putter on the fast greens, you can still go back that far and still go that far, and it's 6 feet, right? So you change your putter, the weight of your putter, instead of trying to change your stroke. And yeah, I think that's it. We got a couple of little tags there. I played in the Pro-Am at Seaforth, and that was a great time. I got to play with so it wasn't Ricky Fowler's roommate in college. That's who it was. He was a pretty good dude, and he was left-handed, so that was cool. And yeah, that's what's in the bag. So tomorrow, day 9, I think we'll just play 7, 8, 9, and I'll see if I can make it just one video. I wanted to go on to number 7 and put the camera like at the back of the green, right? And then walk up. And so hopefully you guys can see the green and the tee deck in one frame. And then it's gonna play 7 that way. So I gotta leave it recording, so I guess I'm just pre-warning you. I gotta walk all the way back. So that's probably a good time to go get a coffee or a beer or have a smoke or fast forward. Hell, even fast forward through this video. Just want to let you guys know where we're at. Good luck to everyone playing in the O'Keefe tournament today. That's a pretty good cause, so good luck. And see you guys tomorrow. Peace.